If there was one habit you could practice every day that would completely transform your mindset, your emotional strength, and your ability to stay calm under pressure, would you do it? Today, we're diving into the single Stoic habit that changes everything. A habit powerful enough to sharpen your discipline, strengthen your character, and simplify your life. Let's begin. Every generation has its own challenges: stress, uncertainty, pressure, competition, and emotional chaos. But thousands of years ago, the Stoics faced all of this too: wars, political instability, loss, betrayal, poverty, and constant uncertainty. Yet, they developed a mental framework so strong that people still study it today. And out of all their teachings, there is one habit that holds more power than the rest: the practice of deliberate reflection, not random overthinking, not emotional rumination, but structured, intentional reflection, the Stoic way. This habit appears in the writings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. It shows up in their journals, their letters, and their personal teachings. It was the foundation of their emotional strength, and if you apply it to your own life, it will become the foundation of yours too. So what exactly is deliberate reflection? It's the habit of stepping back, observing your thoughts, observing your reactions, and then asking one key question: is this within my control? Marcus Aurelius wrote this repeatedly. Seneca taught it to younger generations. Epictetus built an entire philosophy on this one idea alone. Because here's the truth: most of your suffering doesn't come from events. It comes from your interpretation of those events. You can't control what people say, what happens outside, what goes wrong, or who walks away. But you can control how you choose to respond. The Stoic habit trains your brain to pause, analyze a moment, separate what you can and cannot influence, and then respond from clarity, not from emotion. Imagine waking up every day, and instead of reacting instantly to stress, you pause and ask, is this within my control? Imagine facing an argument, and instead of escalating it, you ask, is this worth my peace? Imagine losing something or someone, and instead of collapsing mentally, you ask, what is the next right action I can take? This is the Stoic advantage. This is where your power begins. Deliberate reflection is not complicated. In fact, it's simple enough to practice daily. Marcus Aurelius did it at night. Seneca did it in the morning. Modern psychology now calls it metacognition, thinking about your thinking. But the Stoics were doing this thousands of years earlier. Let's break down how this habit actually transforms your life. 1. It gives you emotional control. When you reflect before reacting, you stop being controlled by anger, fear, jealousy, or insecurity. Your emotions still exist, but they no longer dominate you. This alone puts you ahead of 95% of people who react without thinking. 2. It strengthens your discipline. Stoicism teaches that discipline comes from clarity. When you reflect on your goals and your behaviors, you see what matters and what doesn't. This cuts through distraction and excuses. 3. It reduces anxiety and overthinking. Most of your anxiety comes from trying to predict or control the uncontrollable. Reflection teaches you to focus only on your sphere of control, your choices, your attitudes, your effort. 4. It improves your relationships. You stop reacting impulsively. You stop taking everything personally. You listen better, speak more intentionally, and avoid pointless conflicts. 5. It deepens your self-awareness. You begin to understand why you react a certain way. You learn your triggers, your patterns, and your weaknesses. And once you understand yourself, you can change yourself. So, how do you practice this habit the Stoic way? The morning reflection. Ask yourself, what can I control today? What challenges might I face? How will I respond with discipline and calm? These questions prepare your mind for whatever happens. The midday reflection. Pause and ask, am I acting according to my values? Is this reaction useful or destructive? Do I need to adjust my course? This keeps you aligned throughout the day. The evening reflection. This is Marcus Aurelius' personal method. Ask yourself, what did I do well? What did I fail at? What can I improve tomorrow? This builds growth, self-awareness, and consistency. With this one Stoic habit, your mental resilience begins to shift. Life becomes less chaotic because you no longer respond blindly. You respond intentionally. People around you will notice your calm, your discipline, your focus, your ability to stay grounded even in difficult moments. This habit won't remove all challenges from your life, but it will make you strong enough to handle them. And that strength, that resilience, is what creates real transformation. The Stoics were ordinary humans just like you, but they became extraordinary because of their mindset. They learned to master themselves before mastering the world. And if you adopt this one habit, deliberate reflection, you join them, not as a philosopher in ancient Rome, but as a stronger, calmer, wiser version of yourself. Because the truth is, your mind is your kingdom. Your thoughts are your soldiers, and reflection is a strategy that keeps your empire strong. If this lesson helped you see Stoicism in a new way, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a stronger mindset. Remember, master your thoughts, and you master your life. Stay disciplined, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next one.